covered, by the way.
What's covered? Oh, I can fix that.
Yeah, it's okay.
I can fix that shit right now, dude. There it is, Cory Wells.
Oh, hey.
Hey, make sure you're talking to that microphone.
Oh, make sure you're talking to the microphone, dude.
We don't have to be like super formal about this. It could be super informal, but I have to break character of super homie, relaxed Drew if you don't talk into the microphone straight.
Okay.
Because then I have to fix it in post.
Bring down the hammer.
While everybody's just fucking chilling. All my guests just go home and chill, and I'm sitting here on Premiere having a conniption.
Do we have my super awesome white skin? I'm paley white, awesome, never seen the light of day in the video.
Barely, but we can blame it on the lighting.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
which
is good. So you had hit me up when I was in another part of the world, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I think you were in Morocco.
Yes, I was in Morocco, and you had said, "Hey, I think it'd be a great idea for us to do a stream." And I was telling you just now that for those of you joining us, Cory is a good friend of mine, but one thing outside of very heavy music that has brought us together is video games. We both really like video games, and I thought I was going to have to remind you that I don't play video games on the stream so much anymore, but I would for you, and you said, no, sir.
That's okay. I'm not trying to go 10-0 in fucking NHL again.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
I know, I did,
You
though.
did. Just, oh, wait. This is it. Cory Wells Pog. So it begins, dude.
Oh, yeah, Poggers. I just learned what Pog was. Pepe had informed me.
Yeah, I've heard a couple Pog champs before, and I'm not exactly sure.
Oh shit.
So it's begun. Hold on, I gotta turn off the sound.
Dude, and
thank you for the follow.
I forgot to post in the Discord, dude, about
it posts to the ollenkilledit. Oh yeah,
no, I know, but I have my own Mahalo Discord.
He has his own Discord. Cory Wells, you damn right.
Twitch.tv/ollenkilledit. Shout out, but I put TC.
That's it. No, TV.
Yeah, I know. Ollenkilledit stream live.
So actually,
go.
For those
anyone can join my Discord too. By the way,
for those watching, this is actually just Cory Wells' stream tonight. You'll see anybody who's been here before. We usually have a layout that corresponds to what charity we're doing. Different art for the month, but that shit's gonna change. By the way, I'm making like one solid layout to rule them all. That's what I was gonna do tomorrow. But motherfucking, this is just my cameras and microphones. This is Cory Wells' podcast tonight. Well, I'll help moderate because I'm not gonna sit here looking like a fucking broken thumb for 2 hours. But I will. I'm gonna let you take the reins. Why don't you tell me what you had in mind for this podcast? Because you had told me, and it's definitely a new vibe for the podcast, but you're definitely my only friend who's signed to a label.
That's
right?
not true.
Is John?
Yeah.
Mike D.
And Mike D. And Kyle and Eric and everyone.
Well, the same band.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I got famous friends,
multiple
bitches.
People.
I got famous friends. Okay. Tell me what you want to do, dude. Tell everybody what you want to do.
Well, dude, I just haven't seen you in a long time, and I wanted to hang out. But also, coincidentally, I had like an album that we announced today.
Coincidentally.
Well, yeah, and
that thing's rocking the fucking free world, dude.
No, it's okay.
It's rocking the free world.
But yeah, we put out a music video today and announced a record that people have been asking me to put out for way too long now. But it's a lot of work, dude. It's a lot of work. It only took like 100 mental breakdowns to get through it.
So yeah, I can't imagine. One of my favorite things from being in a band growing up was, and something that I had to break the habit of as I got older was, I had a hard time like. So I went to design school, and one of the hardest things about design school is you're in it by yourself. Yeah. You know, you're not like collab. I mean, you can collab, but it doesn't happen all the time. Nobody's coming over at like one to finish pieces and shit. But when you grow up in bands, you're used to dividing that fucking pressure 5 ways if you got 2 guitarists.
Oh yeah.
And so figuring out how to be artistically responsible for your own shit is weird for kids who are in bands. The comments are coming here.
Yeah, no, it's Wildfire is super dope. Thank you so much, dude.
Yes,
I'm really glad that you like
so
it.
excited for the album.
It's a really cool song. I think it's probably one of the heavier ones on the record. It's the only very angry song on the record, I think. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. I just saw the comment coming in. I want to address it and not make people feel like
let's
not
do that. Let's shut me up.
No, you're cool. No, I get where you're going though. Like, yeah, it's like a solo thing. So it is like a lot of pressure. Like, but it's not all me. Like, there's totally a whole team of people. Like, I have a band that I want to make enough money so I can bring the band with me on tour, but right now we're not quite there, so I'm still like playing by myself. This next tour I'm bringing Chase, who you know is one of my best friends. I'm bringing him.
Who the podcast knows, motherfucking Chase Parsons.
Yeah, the podcast knows. If you've seen Andrew before, you've seen Chase.
Most handsome guy on the podcast.
Yeah,
next to Cory.
He'll be playing electric guitar with me on this tour, making me look less good looking the whole time.
Which is bullshit.
Which is good for my ego. Yeah, it's good.
Keep you grounded.
Yeah, it'll keep me.
That's why I hang out with Chase.
It'll keep me grounded. Yeah, but so there's a whole band that worked on multiple songs. Like, you can look at the credits on Spotify. If you like hit the little 3 dots thing on Android, you can see the credits. And like, this song was like, Wildfire was like a huge collaborative effort. I was actually really stuck. Like, I had the whole instrumental done, and I knew what I wanted to write the song about, but I could not for the life of me like manifest it into lyric and melody. And it took me like, I hit up John London, who is our good friend,
London,
who also plays in a band called Point North.
Shout out Point North on tour.
They're on tour right now.
Go catch them, yeah,
world.
Go
catch them. They're on tour with The Fame. And he's a wonderful producer. I've been working with him as long as I've been playing music. And
fucking love John.
And he just has such a good way with me where, like, when you get so down on yourself when you can't come up with a good idea, and then he just will throw a good idea out, and you're like, hell yeah. And then it just gets it rolling. And I was like, I want to work with John on this. And he came up with like one good idea, and then the song just like rolled out, and it kind of just manifested itself. But my guitar player Nick Santos wrote all the electric guitar on it. Francis wrote all the drums.
So it was a whole band thing.
Yeah, that was like the first whole band song that was written for the record. There is more. That was the first whole band song, and I really wanted everybody that plays with me to be. I wanted to include everybody, like, because I know it's Cory Wells and it's whatever, and I know that can possibly feel like, it's not your thing, but like, you're in the band, it's just called, my name, and I wanted everybody to feel as involved as possible. So I was like, dude, like, write your stuff, and we would tweak it and come to an agreement on stuff, but I think that song is so sick because of the collaborative effort.
So you have a band. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah.
So you have a band, like,
yeah.
Like Francis is your drummer.
Yeah.
It's not like he's just playing drums.
Yeah, I mean, if I can bring, what the people in the music video for Wildfire, that's who I play with. That's who I've been playing with. If I can bring the band on tour soon, which I really, really hope. Those are the people that I'm asking to go on the tour
for sure.
I can't expect everybody to. They have careers. This is what I want my career to be. So obviously I can go, but I'm really hoping that they can all go. Like on everyone. I know Nick couldn't come on this long tour. It was too short notice. But I have another tour that I can only bring an electric guitar player for, but
you can only bring Chase on so many tours too before the band name turns into Chase Parsons. See, if anybody's seen Chase Parsons, he's the main event.
Yeah. But so Nick is definitely coming with me on that one in January, which is a tour that we have not announced yet. We have a couple tours.
Except for just kind of right now.
A couple. Well, no, I didn't say where it is or who it's with. Or I will be traveling in January and February and March. And people don't know about.
Are you down to be gone for the whole year?
Dude, I'm going to be gone I leave in 2 weeks, and I'm going to be gone until April.
You leave in 2 weeks.
And I'm going to be gone until April, Andrew.
Fuck.
October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months I'm going to be gone. I come home for like a week at a time sometimes, but then I have to leave again.
But you wanted this.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I just need to buy a gaming laptop.
For sure.
I've dumped all this money into my desktop like at home.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I can't bring that with me.
Yeah, now it's just gonna fucking sit.
Let me just get like a power converter that can handle. Oh, hey, Jack.
Oh, Jack just came in. Dude.
Let me just get a power converter that can handle 600 watts.
The security guard.
Hey, hey, little guy.
Yeah, I'll take him out. I'll take him out.
No, he's so cute, dude.
You sure?
He's chilling.
Jack just came into the room.
He brought a nice little
he's
draft in.
He heard that Cory's gonna be gone for
he's
6
like, I need
months.
to show him some love
He's
right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him out because he's cute, but he's distracting.
Oh, he's good though. You gotta show him Jack though.
Pepe said Pog.
Yeah,
excuse me.
Well, it's actually Jerkface, Blondie. It's actually multiple tours that are all like strung together. And yeah, so I only have like a week or so break in between all of them. Yeah, it's gonna be brutal. Here, I can move this and why don't you? Oh, I spun it. You're all right. All right.
We're back.
Thank you, Pepe. Yeah, I thought I'd throw this in there. Is this NSW and NSFW content right here?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
Shit, dude. So I didn't realize what a big day it was for you today. Did your video did it drop today?
It did.
At is there like a specific time that it dropped or?
No, we have it's crazy that I went from like having to do everything myself to now I kind of, with the label, I have like a team of people that are working all the time. So they kind of like took the reins on this. Like I knew it was coming out today and I knew the album announcement was coming out today. But I didn't really know what time. My manager has like kind of helped me redo my Instagram. I am going to put all the old posts back up.
No, fuck that. We don't want them.
I am going to put them back up.
We don't want them.
But it's just for the album rollout. We just wanted it to, people to be like, oh, what's going on?
We don't want, you don't want the information to be muddled with
random stuff.
With King's games and shit.
Yeah, King's games. And people, for some reason, love the pictures of me and Danielle, like, more than anything.
Well, I'm glad you bring that up. I think that people like...
Danielle and I.
Well, yes. Before now I'm grammatically and just mentally confused. I think maybe it's because your content seems so, and maybe it's even not, but seems so like your music is almost like a window into what like your love life, whether it's like between you and Danny or not, is kind of not even what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you suggest such a viewpoint into that aspect of your world that I think people love seeing you and Danny, because they're like, oh, like thank God they're doing well, because
his songs are so sad,
because like we don't have to do the end of a good thing again.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
And I mean,
is there a lot of pressure on you not to write sad things or something? Because I've heard you say multiple times that like sad songs aren't going to be sad.
Sad songs are just sad songs are just what inspire me. It's what made me want to play this music.
Yeah.
Like, when I was, like maybe I broke up, like my first girlfriend broke up with me, like when it was so long ago now, when I was like, 13 or 14 years old. And I'm a very emotionally invested person. Anything that I do that I'm passionate about, I'm very like, I put all of my emotion into it, whether it's a relationship or music or friendship or whatever. And when that was like the first time I'd ever had my heart broken, and it was just brutal, and I felt like I was all alone.
Yeah.
And then I remember one of my oldest friends, Hunter Babcock, showed me Dashboard MTV Unplugged and introduced me to Dashboard, and that was like really my first introduction into that kind of music. And I was like, oh, I like this guy, I'm gonna listen to his stuff. And for the first time I heard a song, and it was like every word was about me, and it was perfectly describing what I was going through. And even though it's such a sad context, you know that somebody else has gone through exactly what you're going through, and you don't feel like you're the only one. And there's comfort in that. And that's what helped me get through it, is like these sad songs, they make you feel, but they make you feel less alone.
Is it a trip to think that maybe that same kid who was sitting there listening to Dashboard Confessional and feeling better, or maybe feeling less alone about what he's going through, there's potentially someone out there listening to your music saying the same thing about your music?
Well, I hope so.
And the gravity.
That's why I do it.
Yeah.
Like ever since I saw that MTV Unplugged, I thought to myself, this is what I want to do. Like what's just been given to me, I want to give to other people.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that's why he does it.
Yeah.
And that's why people who play this kind of music do it. And I just think it's such a beautiful thing to create this cycle of paying it forward, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a really cool thing.
How's it feel
glad to do it?
How's it feel to go full circle, to be going on a tour with Dashboard?
Insane. It's insane. I actually got to before my tour with Ryan Key on the Virtue tour. I was in Nashville, like working on music with various people, most of which didn't really go that well, but I got to work with Chris Carrabba, and I was like my manager told me, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like,
what does that mean, you get to work? I think people hear that, but like
I get to collaborate on a song with him, and you go there knowing that you go there and they know that it's like it's your song. They're helping you work on your song, and what's in it for them is they get credit on it, and they make like money off the song over the lifetime of the song. And but you go work with other brilliant people to combine it and create something really incredible. And I got to work with Chris Carrabba on a song that actually is probably the most meaningful song to me. And I actually have a really cool story about Chris. Is a really meaningful song to me that I've been playing for years, and I have this story that I tell with the song live, and I feel like it makes that song, when people hear the story and they hear the song after in direct relation, it's so heavy and so deep. But without the story, the song, I feel like, has never really been able to stand on its own 2 feet. And it's always been like a huge mental burden to me, because that song, it has such important meaning to me. And it's just a really gnarly point in my life, and I've always wanted that song to stand on its own 2 feet. And so I got this opportunity to work with Chris, and I was like, this is the master of deep music. And I was like, he'll understand this. And so we started working on the song.
So can we slow down? I just want to do this process slow motion, because
for sure.
Because I don't know what it means we start working on the song.
Dude, I do fuck with the war. No, I don't. No, I don't fuck with the war.
You fuck with the war? What song?
It used to be called The Sun. I've played it live many times. It used to be called The Sun. It's not called that anymore. and I'll get to that. You continue.
Okay, so I'm still in your story.
Okay.
I just want to know what it means. So we start working on the song. Like, are you guys sitting on a beanbag chair together?
I went to his house and we were just sitting on the couch in his house.
So it's like like
right here.
like the jam sessions that we have just grown up doing.
Exactly.
It's just you and him.
Exactly.
And you're looking at his family pictures and shit.
Exactly.
And smelling his living room. And
exactly.
Shit. Weird. That's
exactly.
crazy.
Oh, Blackhawk's here.
And now is that typical for like when people are like, yeah, I got to work with this person? Does that really mean it's just you and him and some fucking a beer or something, and you guys are just sitting around like strumming chords, like like the same way we used to jam?
That's
growing
exactly
up?
what it is.
It's
kind of weird at first because it's like a first date. Like I've never met this person before, and you have to be able to completely open up and show them the deepest parts of who you are.
Trippy.
And they have to be able to do that as well. And sometimes it just doesn't vibe. Like I worked on a song with somebody else who I love them as a person, and they write brilliant music, and he used to play drums in Molotov Solution, which is one of my favorite bands, and now he's this huge country like co-writer. And it was like I've never done these co-writes before, so I was like, I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm just gonna be really open-minded and see what we get. And he was doing like this country like pop kind of vibe, and I was like, I do not like this.
But isn't it part of the deal for you to say, hey, I'm gonna blow my co-writing whistle right now? I'm not a country guy. Like,
yeah, but it was my first one.
So you're nervous.
It was my first one. I was really nervous.
So, but you wouldn't let that happen to you now. Now you'd be like, yo, fool, I'm fucking Mr. Tears, Cory Wells here.
Yeah, in one way or another, I'm still open-minded, and I'm always down to create something different.
Right. But no country.
And you'll know, like, the whole record. No, dude, one of the songs on the record has a banjo and harmonica.
That's sick, though, because I don't know, man. I don't know. Dude,
I was really nervous when my whistle first got blown, too. Oh, man. This is brutal.
No. That's Nutty
you
Mr.
guys are
Bubbles.
going NSFW on
yeah,
here.
So Nutty Mr. Bubbles is my Twitch troll.
Okay.
Yeah, he's epic. He's epic, though.
Okay, sick.
He's a super nice guy. He hits on all of my guests.
Okay, good.
And
Chase must have just... It just must
he
have
wasn't
been
here for Chase
man.
had to be recorded. Chase had to be recorded because we were having internet issues.
Oh yeah.
So I digress. You're writing with Chris.
Okay. So I'm writing with Chris.
Songs.
I'm writing with Chris, and I play the song for him, and he's also just the nicest dude. Really, really just humbling experience. And they say like, don't meet your heroes. Fuck that. It was so rad. And he was just the nicest dude. Not in any way a letdown.
Why do they say don't meet your heroes?
Because you might find out that they're a fucking asshole.
But you have the right to know, bro.
Yeah, but that's why they say don't do it, because it could ruin it for you.
Yeah, I don't know about that saying.
Okay. So I play the song for him, and he kind of just dives right into it. And maybe like 15 minutes goes by, and he's like, by the way, love the song. I didn't tell you that. I just dove right into it. Love the song. And I was like, okay, cool. So he starts kind of taking it in a different direction, because I didn't tell him what it was about. And he starts kind of taking it in a different direction. And I was like, kind of like, whoa. Just so you know, this is what this song is about. And it's really meaningful to me. And I told him, and he was like, wow. And he was like, I don't get that from this song. And I was like, oh, well, shit. And he was like, I don't think that this is that song. I think you still need to write that song. And when you do write that song, I want to hear it. And it was just this huge burden off of my shoulders that I don't have to make this song that song anymore. Like, I'd never thought about it that way. And then I wrote that song, and it's like my favorite song on the record.
And that song exists on your upcoming record?
On this record, and it's called Harbor. And I never would have written it had he not told me this is not that song. and it's my favorite song on the whole record.
Fantastic.
And also, we turned that song, The Sun, into a song called Fall Apart. And it has it actually features another artist on Pure Noise named Lizzie Farrell, who you should follow. Shout out Lizzie Farrell. She's incredible.
Shout out Lizzie.
She's from England, and she's incredible. And I really wanted to have her on the song and have this guy and girl dynamic to it, and it just really worked out so well. And that song is just the most incredible it's ever been now. I love that song, and I feel like it totally stands on its own 2 feet now.
Yeah, one thing that stood out for me is I'm also...
Drew, your hair's long. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Oh,
dude.
Black Hawk. Fucking doing me like that.
Is, you know, understanding the creative process, it's always... It's typical for an artist in any field to be kind of not in the defensive, but to be reserved about talking about something before it's released and maybe recepted.
Mm-hmm.
But I picked you up from the airport and I was like, yo, how's your record? And you're like, yo, I fucking love my record. And
Yeah.
you were so, and I think not only is that important, but it was so cool to hear, because I do this thing where I say a million ideas at once.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wrangle it in a little bit.
Do it.
One thing that I really appreciate about your music and always have is it really sounds like you're not catering to anyone but yourself. Like, this is the Cory I've always understood, and I've known you for how long?
Since I was 12 years old.
For sure.
15 years.
Since we were sneaking you into hardcore shows.
Yeah.
You play music that I've always understood you would play. And it doesn't sound like you make any... I've never felt like you've made any compromises artistically.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, when you told me you were excited about your record, I was excited about your record because I knew what it meant. You know, does that make sense? I knew what you being excited about your record entailed, about the integrity of it as an artistic piece. I knew that it was something that you were proud of because it was only you. There was no bullshit where it was like, oh, we got to do like a chorus now because this is what people like. I knew it was going to be emotional. It was going to be raw.
Yeah.
That song that I've never heard called Harbor that you said is that song.
Yeah.
Of course that song's on this fucking record, you know?
Yeah.
Because that was something that you would do.
Yeah.
And I think that people, I think maybe, I don't know your fans personally, obviously, but I feel like you have created waves in this tank of raw emotion. And I think one thing that you have put with your name is the ability to deliver something really emotional and gravitational shit. So, and I think that's what, like, I'm so fired up for your record for that reason. But as your friend, it's hard for me sometimes, like your first couple of records, I felt your first demo or what did you call that? You being my friend.
You mean like those 3 songs?
Yeah, I felt sad for you. And like, that was kind of weird because like you do such a good job at pulling in your listeners emotionally. I think that's your talent, is like, you're really able to paint that fucking picture that's blue and gray, and like you really fucking feel the way you felt.
Yeah.
And you're a successful artist in that regard. But as your friend, it was hard for me to hear because I was like, fuck, man, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, everybody goes through, ups and downs in their life, and those down moments are just the worst to be at. And I feel like just any way to help someone get out of that down moment is just like so worth it to do. And I mean, it is sad going through that stuff. It sucks, but I mean, I've said before, and I'll stand by this, is that if without any bad, like, the good is just normal. It doesn't mean anything.
Right.
And you really have to embrace these moments where you don't think anything could get worse than it is, because when you're up here, like, it just means so much more. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it just means so much more.
for sure.
It's you get these accomplishments, like, you know, people that are like my younger brother is like in a sober living, and like, you know, I feel like he's always tried to find his lane that you know that he really wants to go down, and he's had a hard time finding it. And
By the way, shout out Trevor.
yeah, and he's had a hard time finding it, and I feel like he doesn't have like, and I love him to death, and I'm not saying this in a bad way at all, but I feel like he doesn't have anything that's just like, man, I fucking did this. And this dude was like, I couldn't even, when we found out, I was like, I couldn't even believe that this fool was doing these drugs like this and for this long, and that we didn't know, and that it was really that bad. And this fool, he came to us like asking for help, and he was so relieved to ask for help. Like, this world was off his shoulders, and he was like, I can ask for help now. I don't have to be scared anymore. And he's 14 months sober now.
That's epic,
and
dude.
He's like the very top of the list at his sober living. He has the most seniority. He went from being lowest on the totem pole to highest on the totem pole.
For sure.
He's got a job now. He's driving his car again, and he's just like, and now he has this thing where he's like, I can fucking do this. Like, I fucking did that. And even though, and it took being this low to get there.
That's a tremendous point, dude.
And it's just a really incredible thing.
That's an incredible thing. And I think that's important in layman's terms. It's, you never know what arises out of these shitty situations where, I mean, in his sake, like, where you're just on the lowest of the pole doing drugs and shit. And, and the pride he gets to carry every day now.
Absolutely.
Life has a weird way of fucking molding you into something, so long as you just fucking hang in there. You know, one of my favorite quotes, and I think it's in regards to suicide, but the only thing suicide takes away is the ability for things to get better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love that. I love that saying.
Absolutely.
I love that saying, because you can say like, fight on, keep fighting, bro. And it doesn't really mean anything, but that saying is the only thing that's really gone is your chance for things to just get better. Because everything, life has a funny way of working shit out, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe that's in some weird metaphorical way. Maybe that's like kind of a cool thing that you're not writing like such sad songs anymore, is like, because like, this is the pendulum swinging the other way, dude.
Yeah,
maybe like that's the lowest.
I don't really have any more sad shit to write about. I mean, I could tap into stuff like there's one song on the record that we actually did like a Hot Topic thing that I wasn't really, I mean, shout out Hot Topic, but it wasn't. I wasn't really excited about the quality that it came out, and I don't think I sang it that well. And it was a very new song. It wasn't even recorded yet.
You did good.
Like, I just written
it was good,
but I sang this song called
Clown,
called Keiko, and it's from this anime Yu Yu Hakusho. And
keep going. I'm getting more coffee.
And it was something that I really wanted to. It's the only song on the record that's not from personal experience, and I really wanted to. There's this story, and it's like all crazy. It's anime, so crazy shit happens. But this guy and this girl Keiko have this relationship that's this really like rocky road, and it's like it would really kind of suck to be Keiko. And I'm always wondered. It's very much in the background of what's happening in this beautiful story, and I really wanted to dive into like how does she feel about this. And so that song, like, half of it is from Keiko's perspective and half of it is from her counterpart, Yusuke's perspective. And that's the only song on the record, like, not from personal experience. So I could still write sad stuff.
It just has to be...
Yes, Keiko is on the album. It is track 2 of the album.
How many songs are on this bitch?
There's 12 songs.
12 songs with a secret song in the back?
With a secret song?
Is there a secret song at the end of it?
There's no secret song.
Okay.
This is not A Dying Dream 2006.
What are you saying? What are you saying? Remember secret songs?
I remember
Do they still do that?
I don't think so. But Belay My Last. You remember that band?
Yeah.
Fucking super sick. Belay My Last had a secret song. Like way at the end, it's like fucking 10 minutes of silence, and then they do an entire song on the record all with their mouths. Like they're like like they do.
I remember
a
that
whole
shit.
song. Like one guy's doing drums, one's doing vocals, one's doing guitar.
That's so
and it's
funny.
hilarious.
That's so funny.
But no, I did not do anything awesome.
This band Cruel Hand did the song.
This band Cruel Hand.
Yeah, you know Cruel Hand?
Yes, I know.
Okay,
Cruel Hand.
so their first record, Without a Pulse, one of the best hardcore records ever, in my opinion. They do, I forget what the song is officially titled, but it's Under the Ice, I think. And the lead singer does the entire song like in a Randy Macho Man Savage type voice. It's like, it's a song that's on the record, but they just redo it in the secret song. And the singer's like fucking, you can't stand there. And it's perfect. But
That's
like,
amazing.
but the chants are still the same. So it's like, you can't stand there.
Did
And
they
the
just
whole
take
band's
the
like,
song-
stand up.
Did they
It's
just
so
take
funny.
the song and scratch the main vocal?
Yes.
And
yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but like the chants are still hard as fuck. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah, secret songs, dude. What happened to those?
I don't know. I didn't do it. I didn't do it, so I didn't help bring it back.
I think because everything.
I'm not contributing.
I think people know what's up now because everything's on Spotify. They're like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes,
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah, just
Well,
skip,
what's at the end of this?
Just skip it.
Yeah, you don't just throw a CD in the car anymore.
Yeah. I would though. I fucking
throw
would.
tape in the car.
You know,
I just remember my mom had Third Eye Blind on cassette.
Oh.
The self-titled.
Savage.
Oh,
yeah.
It was so sick.
Yeah, you love Third Eye Blind.
I love Third Eye Blind and TLC, dude. She had TLC
what?
on cassette and
Your mom got jams.
what's
dude.
the I smell sex and candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's that lounging? Yeah, Marcy Playground. She had that one too. I love that song.
Clown If You Want. You know what I was listening to the other day? The fucking Counting Crows, bro.
What would I clown on Counting Crows?
Dude, they have a record, the one with Rain King and Mr. Jones and shit on it. That fucking CD bangs out.
Clown on Counting Crows. You're talking to a Kenny Loggins enthusiast right now.
K-Log, dude.
Dude, K-Log for life.
Yeah, dude. That's fucking trippy. You know what else is trippy? You remember when CD players, I don't know if you saw this, it was like you could have a six disc CD player, but it'd go under the seat of your car. It wouldn't go like in the
you just feed the discs in.
Yeah, it was super, or even like pull them out
in
of
your
like,
center console.
Yeah, and it'd be like
it's like this whole box that would come out.
Yes.
Yeah,
super fucking weird, man.
Yeah, just to put 40 songs in your car, like, and now you just go on Spotify and it's just billions of songs.
I remember back when I was like in 5th grade, I had this super fat fucking MP3 player. It was like a brick you could like kill somebody with if you threw them at it. And I downloaded one Slipknot song, a System of a Down song off their first album, and a Godsmack song, and it was full off Napster.
Yeah.
I downloaded them off Napster and moved it to the MP. I forget how the fuck I even managed to get those songs on the MP3 drive, but
it was a huge thing.
That's
why we know things about computers, and our parents do, because they never downloaded crawling.exe.
Yeah.
Like, and didn't know that was like, it needs to be an MP3.
That's so funny you say that, dude.
You just gave your parents' computer AIDS, and then you're like, when you get your computer, you're like, I'm not gonna download that.
I know. Shout out my dad's computer. I fucked that thing
Hewlett Packard Windows 96 on there.
Oh my god.
Fucking Skier. Remember the loaded games, the preloaded games with like pinball? And there was the Skier one that you can't even win. Like, can you win that? You just ski, and then the bear just comes and kills you.
Oh my god.
Like, it just has anyone gotten away from the bear?
You just fucking
Trojan as fuck.
You just freaked me out saying that. Dude, you were afraid that nobody was going to be here, motherfucking.
Yeah, it's a lot of people in the Discord. Is there people that there people that are not in the Discord? Like, do you have questions about the record, like, or anything?
Yeah. So
ask a question.
Let's address, because people are saying some nice things.
Well, they're commenting on things that we're saying. I want to know.
First
what you
and foremost,
have to say.
Drew, your hair is so long. It is. We don't need to talk about it. Next question. Gonna make Cory Kai on stream. I wish. That'd be sick, dude. I thought your performance was great on that. Don't be hard on yourself. Talk about Hot Topic.
Oh, see, I didn't even see that. Dude.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
This is why we need to
I am
stop.
really hard on myself. You're always your biggest critic.
But you should be. I'm sorry I said that. It was probably inappropriate, but you should be. People should, you should be a little self-aware, but you should be self-aware and fucking.
I'm quitting this.
I don't know what I'm trying to say, dude. Believe in yourself. Don't be your fucking world's. You're not bringing your vape?
No, I'm using Tour. I've been telling myself, like, even before all this, vapes kill you, whatever. Oh my god, read past the headline and realize that it's not these.
Shit is going down with vapes. People are starting to believe that it's a death sentence.
Yeah, no, people are so stupid. They don't read past.
So why aren't you bringing yours?
I wanted to quit even before all this whatever happened. Do
you feel juices in your lungs?
No. I used it to quit smoking cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes for 10 years, and I used it to quit smoking cigarettes.
Okay. Hold on. We have serious questions.
Is Wildfire about someone spreading rumors and trying to fuck with your life? That's the vibe I get from it. No, it's not. It's close. I won't say who it's about, but it's about really the first time in my life. I'm always like a very trusting person. I'm very able to be myself, like right off the bat with somebody and just be like, this is who I am. And I'd heard, nobody had ever said nice things about this person to me. But what am I just going to believe what everyone says? Like, no, someone's whatever. I mean, if it was like Hitler, I'd be like, yeah, Hitler's a bad guy. But I was like, whatever, I'll give this guy the benefit of the doubt. And I was in a situation where I was around him and he was like, hey, let's be friends. And I was like, okay,
I'm down.
Yeah, why not? And this person had, never done anything terrible to me. Why would I do that? And why would I do that? And so I trusted this person, and then they kind of like went behind my back and did some really, really manipulative things and really shady things that I didn't even know I didn't even know a person could be that just fucking much of a shitty dude.
Yeah.
And really like stabbed me in the back in more ways than a few. And that had just, no one had ever turned on me like that in my life. And it's really, I mean, that track is like kind of like a diss track. It's kind of just like a big fuck you.
But I apologized and we're cool now. Next question.
What was the writing process like for the record? It was very long and very, very grueling. I have to take myself to some pretty dark places because I'm not always writing about, sure, some songs are things like where it's like, this happened to me now. I'm writing a song about it now. But some of them are not. Like Lost is about my brother. That was very much like we found that out and I wrote this song immediately. But some of them are like, I'm over it and I have to like literally like close my eyes and take myself to this place and sort of relive it to tap into what it is I was feeling to get this authentic, emotion in the song. And
do you find yourself doing that before shows? Like, do you kind of have to get up on stage with like a quiver of memories or emotions that you kind of whip out, or you just play the songs?
No, the songs, singing the song takes me there.
Oh, okay.
And singing, I mean, I close my eyes the whole time I play. I just go somewhere else. I literally go to where that is. And I think that's what helps the live show be so authentic, is that I'm mentally there where that song was for me. But yeah, I mean, some songs, Wildfire was really difficult to write. There's a couple more songs, Broken and Cement are 2 songs on the record, and they were both this process of like the same in this way where I had to write this song. We're in the studio. It's crunch time. I have to write this song. And I had to like kick the producers out of the room. I was like, leave me alone. Like I was so mad at myself, furious at myself that I couldn't come up with anything fucking good. And I had to kick the producer out of the room and be like, dude, go get lunch. Come back in like 4 hours and see what I have. And I would spend most of that time just sulking and being mad at my fucking self, trying to come up with anything. And when they get back, I was like, I have a whole song. Let's lay it down.
That's epic. What? Oh, let's go. I have a question for you, but
then we'll continue with these questions.
Oh, real quick. So give me a 20-second answer. How do you kill your writer's block? What works for you?
I get really mad at myself, honestly.
And I understand that that's a symptom of your writer's block, but is that what cures?
No, you just work through it. You just sometimes you just get gold right off the bat, and sometimes you have to just swim through a river of shit to find
Do you ever like
gold.
not do it? Like, do you ever just put down your guitar and like fucking
absolutely
take a shower and then you're like
absolutely. And this continues into Hazelwood's question. When you were into the studio, did you have everything ready in your head, or how you wanted everything to sound, or did you do a lot of experimenting when you went in? No, when I went to I did half the record with our good friend John London, and I did the other half of the record.
You keep saying John London, it's tripping me out. Isn't it Lundeen? I've called him Lundeen my whole
whatever.
life.
John Lundeen.
I don't think I've ever heard you. Have you been calling him John London your whole life?
No, I don't think so. I think it was just a weird thing right now.
Whoa. I was like,
thanks for pointing that out.
It's okay. Sorry.
No, and then I recorded the other half of the record with Anton DeLost, who lives in Toronto. I recorded Patience and I recorded Lost with him already. And went to the studio. So I went to the studio with John to record 4 songs, and I only had 3 written. And then we wrote this song called Cement, and I had nothing written when I went to the studio. And like absolutely nothing. And then when I went to, at this point I have 9 of 12 songs done, and I went back to Toronto to write the other 3. And I literally hopped on the plane and went there with just like, I want to write these songs about this, and that's it. No music, no lyrics, no nothing. And I went to the studio and I co-wrote these songs with Anton, who's just a brilliant songwriter, brilliant producer. And that's where that song Broken was the final song. And I'd already just written 2 songs that were emotionally exhausting. And it was like, all right, we have to start writing this 3rd song today. And I had to like kick him out of the studio. And I was literally like in the other room, like hitting myself like in the head. Like I was so mad at myself
fucking hate that
I
feeling.
thought I wasn't going to be able to do this. And Broken is one of my favorite songs on the record, and it just took so much being angry to get there. And thinking that I couldn't do it, and even translating, like when I got offered like the record deal with Pure Noise, I was like seriously doubting myself. I was like, it took me like End of a Good Thing is what made this all happen. And it took me my whole life to write that song. And then someone says, give me 11 more.
Yeah.
And you're just like, and we need them like in a year. I'm like, well, it took me my whole, I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it. I didn't know if I was capable of doing it. And I almost quit. Like I got to where I was, and I felt like I'd proved to myself that like, okay, you got to this point, and I almost didn't do it.
That's wild, dude.
I almost said, nah, I'm out. But okay, which is your fave off the record? It's really hard to say. It's between
Harbor.
It's Harbor, and it's also between a song called Waiting, that Danielle actually sings on, and it's just a really like meaningful song to me, and I wanted to write it as like a first like song that wasn't really sad. It kind of still came out depressing, but I wanted to write it as like not a sad song. Like I wanted it to say I love you.
Yeah.
And I think it does. But it kind of saying that like through all that we've been through. Like it kind of touches on things, but it reminisces on, and partially Anton was to deal with this. He said, I really want to just like paint a picture, like tell me about like when a memory that you have. And I started describing like the first, I guess, like real date that we ever went on, where I had invited her to one of my shows when I played in this hardcore band called Destruction of a King. And I invited her to this backyard LA show, and she drove with me all the way from LA, all the way to Chino Hills, which is like fucking an hour and a half away, just so we could get in the van and drive back to LA.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And she came with me for the whole ride, and so I remember it. What's crazy is I remember the singer Alex. He was sitting at the merch table, and me and Danielle had like kissed for the first time at this show, and I seriously went up to him like 20 minutes after, and I was like, dude, this girl, this is the one. Like, this is it. This is the one. And it's crazy. I still stand by that, and I still believe that, and have always believed that.
That's amazing.
Okay.
I have a question once you're done with this.
Are there any features? Can you talk about them? If so, yes, I've already said that. Lizzie Farrell.
Go follow her.
Go follow her. She was on. She is on the same record label as me. She's a brilliant artist in England, and she is featured on the song called "Fall Apart" that I co-wrote with Chris Caraba of Dashboard. Top 3 melodic, hardcore, or metalcore bands right now. I don't really listen to a lot of newer heavy music right now, but we're definitely gonna go with the melodic hardcore. Number 1 is Killing the Dream. Number 2 is Final Fight, and number 3, that's hard. Number 3, I'm melodic. Let's think melodic.
Are we doing like out right now, or the greatest of all time?
Well, these are just my favorites right now. They've been my favorites this whole time. Nobody has topped them.
I don't know if they make melodic. They might.
I'm gonna say for number 3. I'm gonna say Shai Hulud.
I was gonna say that's.
I'm gonna say Shai Hulud.
That's probably the third one.
Yeah. If you still listen to it, just your favorites right now. It doesn't have to be anything recent. Oh yeah. But right now there are some really good like metalcore, hardcore bands out there.
See, people like
I really like Incendiary is like a new one that I love. I love Incendiary.
They rip. Shout out fucking New York. The New York scene right now is so.
And recently, I was really turned off to.
You guys all go listen to fucking Mind Force right now.
I was really turned off
right
to backtrack
and regulate. Oh,
for a long
backtrack
time
rips too.
Because I loved the melodic hardcore, and I wasn't used to this New York style thing, and I wasn't really into it.
New York's got bangers.
And I was with my homie Jesse the other day, and we just had Spotify radio on, and Backtrack came on, and I didn't even look at it. I was like,
which song?
I don't know. And I was like, this is fucking rad. Who is this? And he was like, Backtrack, and I was like, I like this.
They rip.
I like this.
They rip. Was anybody in the Los Angeles area at Sound and Fury this year? Because Sound and Fury this year was
I didn't go.
Crazy.
I didn't go. I'm too old for the
not
crazy.
No, you're not.
But I have the thing because Danielle got hurt like years ago, and I've really been turned off to like the mosh pit thing, and like
you don't have to be in the mosh pit.
I'm bumped into. And
I
stuff,
moshed
like,
so hard for no warning.
Whatever.
No warning.
For a good reason.
No warning played, and I moshed hard as fuck. And Incendiary, everybody was losing their fucking mind for Incendiary.
Yeah.
You wish you went, man. I live in the middle of nowhere, but middle of nowhere's got fucking music right now. The Midwest they have Inclination, Knock Loose.
Oh, where's the middle of nowhere at?
Yeah, where's the middle of nowhere?
Where are you at, Hazelwood? Where's the middle of nowhere?
By the way,
take
Pepe,
a band out of there.
Dude, did you know I gave Pepe and Jesse a ticket?
Northern Canada. Damn, that's the middle of nowhere. That's like frozen tundra. Where are we? Are we talking like Winnipeg?
But no warnings from Canada, and they fucking rip.
I heard that Winnipeg is just like my favorite thing.
Wait, hold on. I want to shit on Pepe.
Okay, shit on Pepe.
Pepe and Jesse. Pepe couldn't get into Counterparts, and I had an extra ticket. I bought one for Kenzie initially, and she was like, "I don't want to go."
Did you give it to Jesse?
I gave it to Jesse and Pepe. It was Terror. I went for Terror. And someone else played. Oh, You're the Knife. Super fucking heavy band from Delaware right now. And Sanction. Fucking shout out Sanction.
Pepe said he was there for Sanction.
Yeah. Oh, no, you didn't fucking hit me up. Not only did they not hit me up after I gave them a ticket, I still haven't even gotten a, hey, thanks, bro. Like, I wouldn't have even gotten into the show.
Pepe, you getting called out.
Thanks, Pepe. Love you, baby girl. How good was Terror, dude? Terror was so much fun.
North Bay, Canada.
I was in the pit.
North Bay, Canada.
I was in the pit.
God, what's the... We were listening. I toured with a band from Toronto, and we were
Silverstein.
We were listening to a ton of podcasts, and they were playing something Bay. It was talking about something Bay, and they have like a really bad problem up there with like the indigenous people. Like people are like really racist towards the indigenous people, and they're actually getting away with like murdering like in the like law enforcement too. It's God, something Bay.
In Canada?
In Canada.
This is savage. They're murdering the indigenous?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Is it?
That's heavy.
That's like way up north. So what's the bay called? What's the bay? Thunder Bay. Yep, Thunder Bay. Yep. And the indigenous are like it's like a really bad thing up there. And
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's not just
I've never heard of that.
America.
I will YouTube a gosh darn documentary on that.
Yeah, listen to some podcasts about Thunder Bay. It's really, really interesting.
I'm gonna need some
really,
visuals.
really sad stuff.
That is really sad.
It's not just happening in America.
That's fucking crazy. Are you excited to go to Europe?
I'm really excited to go to Europe. We just announced the Dashboard European tour, which is fucking nuts.
UK should be chill. Are you going to Spain?
I don't know.
Spain's fucking... Oh, you're not allowed to say?
No, we're not going to Spain.
If you go to Spain, get tapas or pinchos.
Okay. I do plan on... We're going to Paris, and I do plan on eating at the Eiffel Tower.
So there's a country...
Marcus says I need to do that.
There's a country that exists in between France and Spain called Andorra.
Mm-hmm.
It's the safest country in the world because it's the size of, like, Redondo Beach.
Sick.
It's so small. And we stay there, and they call it poor man's Switzerland. So if you're in this, are you going to the south of France? Do you know?
I'm going to Paris. That's it.
Oh, that's in like the middle.
And then I have to like drive to the next show the next day. I don't have to stay in anywhere for more than like 6 hours.
Oh shit! I got pretty reacquainted with the fucking map this past 2 months. You don't really think about it. You're like I went to Morocco and I didn't even know where the fuck like it was. I was like, what ocean is that? Fucking crazy, man. Pinchos, tacos.
How much poutine did you eat when you were in Canada? I did eat a moderate amount of... Have you ever had poutine?
Dude, so the observatory has vegan poutine, and it's really good.
It's just like French fries covered in like cheese curd and gravy.
Yeah.
And it's incredible.
It's really good. So they do like a Beyond Meat type poutine at the observatory, and it rips. Anybody in the Santa Ana area, if you are at the observatory, get yourself a vegan poutine. I ate meat out there.
Yeah,
I ate meat. Yeah, I was vegetarian for like 6 months.
Okay.
Oh, I had meat. See, here's the thing.
Was it wonderful?
It wasn't wonderful, but I had to eat.
Your body was just like, thank you.
Dude, I didn't get sick at all. And like, so tapas,
6 months is not long enough to make you sick. I was vegetarian for like 6 years. And I got really sick.
You ate Del Taco, or you ate Jack in the Box tacos.
You were there, I'm pretty sure. Someone told me, oh yeah, Jack in the Box has their soy meat. And
those things make you sick.
Anyway.
But
I was like, okay. And then I went in and I asked the guy, I was like, are the tacos soy meat?
Pepe.
Are the tacos soy meat? And the guy was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So I ate them. And then like 30 minutes later, I was like throwing up. And I was like, dude, you said the tacos were soy meat. And he's like, yeah, they're half meat, half soy meat. And I was like, bro, that's not at all like what you could have said that at the start.
Sucks.
It was ridiculous.
Corey, if you were to own
isn't all poutine vegan? No, it's not.
No, it's got a fuck ton. It's got like fists of cheese.
Dude, and they fucking fry fries in like
a pig belly.
Yeah. Something like that.
Corey, if you were to own one acoustic guitar, what make and model would it be? It'd be
Let
me answer that
that
first.
Jesse?
It would be an acoustic BC Rich Warlock hollow body, semi hollow body.
I don't need to say anything. No, it would be. I have one of them that I own already. I have two actually. I have two Gibson Hummingbirds that I love. One I love more than the other. I need to make my original one feel the same way as the most recent one that I have does.
How do you do that?
You have to have someone who knows what they're doing.
Put a whammy bar on
Set it up. Yeah, you put a Floyd Rose on it, dude.
Put a whammy bar on your acoustic.
But if my next acoustic guitar would be a Gibson J45.
A J45?
J45.
That sounds gangster.
It's just like $3,800 guitar.
That
no
sounds
big deal.
gangster. They fry them in an igloo. Don't you know?
It's his eye, Jesse.
Don't you know? Tis I.
Yeah,
Jesse.
I mean, we've been going on here for a pretty long time. I don't want to keep Drew super duper late, but if you have any more questions about like,
you're not keeping me late.
Whatever, I'll answer like anything that I can.
Let's see, what time is it?
Answer. It's 7:00.
No, dude, we've been doing this for 1 hour. You at least got fucking 30 more minutes into you.
Gibson acoustics rip, and they are pricey. They are. I ended up getting my my second Hummingbird. It's a Gibson Hummingbird Avant-Garde. I went to Sean Shavastari, who works at Guitar Center, and he hooks me. He hooks me up there, and that's where I bought my first Gibson Hummingbird Pro, and I love it. And I was like, hey, I want to get another acoustic. Can you help me out? And then he was like, hey, my buddy is actually selling like a brand new 2019 Hummingbird Avant-Garde. Would you be interested in it? And it's like $3,000 guitar, and he sold it to me like brand new. He said he's played it for like less than 3 hours, and he sold it to me for like $1,500.
Why?
I was like, yes, I want that.
Why?
It's like, I guess he was endorsed.
He's too baller.
He was endorsed, and I don't think I'm supposed to tell people that he sold it to me because I think he's supposed to own it.
Oh,
but that's okay.
Okay, no name drops.
I don't even.
A joke.
I don't even know his name. It was through a third party. But yeah, so I bought that, of course.
A top 5 anime.
Chaos
Yo,
Slam asked for top 5 anime.
I want to fucking talk to you, dude.
Okay.
From an artistic standpoint, I want to fucking. I'm gonna ask you guys. We're gonna talk about top 5 anime, Chaos Lamp. But let me interject before we answer this question.
Before we go down the anime rabbit hole,
I want some fucking anime, dude. Andrew Olin.
You want anime?
I want something. It's got to be okay. So there's
no fillers.
There's a type of anime I like.
Okay.
And it's not Final Fantasy road tripping, best friends, buff guy, no shirt.
Sweet.
I
don't like it either.
It's just not my vibe.
Pepe said a good one.
love sad shit though. I love sad anime.
Okay.
Like dude, we watched this one that was in subtitles. It was
if you're watching anime in English, with a few exceptions, you're doing it wrong.
Okay, so Mr. Nutty Bubbles, I'm not sure if he's here anymore. It's something Evergreen, and it's about like this chick who was in the war, but now she's not. And she's always got like these memories. I don't know, Violet Evergreen.
Pepe's gonna find it though.
You guys know what I'm talking about. I saw the first episode, and I've always clowned on anime just because I don't know, because honestly I didn't. But
do you like action type anime that has like good okay, so we'll touch on this question.
Yeah, I do.
My number one favorite anime.
I'm starting to like it.
My number one favorite anime, which is an English one. I mean, it's in Japanese too, but my number one favorite anime is Yu Yu Hakusho. I grew up watching it as a kid. It was on Toonami with what's the robot's name? Is it Rob? Yeah, Rob. Rob the robot, Toonami. Remember?
Oh yeah, fuck.
With Rob, and there was like Rob 2.0 and Rob 3.0.
Yeah, and he
was the little short guy, and then he was the ripped dude, and then he was like the more sleek one.
He was running the channel.
Exactly. So Yu Yu Hakusho.
Why Space Ghost wasn't?
It's where I got introduced to it. Tom. It is Tom. You're right. It is Tom. It is Tom. Sorry. I should have known that. That's my father's name. Rob is Super Smash Bros. But so Yu Yu Hakusho is fantastic. Okay. That's what Keiko is sort of about. But Yu Yu Hakusho is a great intro anime. There's no.
Where do I watch it? Crunchyroll.
Funimation or Crunchyroll. No, is it on Funimation?
What I'm really asking is, where do I watch it for free?
You can watch it on, I think, Funimation with ads for free.
With ads? Are there ads in Japanese?
But you're gonna watch 3 episodes and you're just gonna pay $5.99 for a month to watch it.
Really?
Oh, for sure.
Can I get Kenzie into it?
How do I spell Yu? So YU space Hakusho HAKUSHO. It means ghost detective.
Sick.
Ghost files. It means ghost
Sick.
files. But so, quick synopsis: this kid who is like this kid who it's like a middle school kid. Nobody really likes him. His mom's an alcoholic. He's kind of an asshole. He gets in a lot of fights. He's got a lot of internal problems going on, and he sees this child going for his ball in the middle of the street and dives in front of the car and saves this kid's life and dies. And I'm not spoiling anything. This is like episode 1.
Oh, Cory, I forgot.
I'm not spoiling anything. This is like episode 1. It's a synopsis. It's a synopsis.
Okay.
And basically the Grim Reaper, who is this pretty cute chick, says, "Hey, we ran this scenario like a billion times, and you would never jump out in front of this car and save this kid, but here you are. So we don't really have a place for you. So we're going to give you this ordeal to get your life back, and then you can be our spirit detective and basically hunt down demons." And
sick.
So he kind of works at the spirit detective, but he gets this great group of friends, and they work together on it. And there's no filler. There's no bullshit. It's just Danielle watches it. Like, Danielle watched the whole thing with me, binged it, loved it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got to get down.
Yu Yu
Breaking Bad
Hakusho,
is
it's
his
incredible.
favorite anime.
Breaking Bad is my favorite anime.
So sick.
Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho. Thank you, Pepe. And incredible anime.
What's up with your shirt, dude?
This is Yusuke. This is the main character.
What's up with the 90s ass vibe going down, dude?
It was written in the 90s.
Oh, shit.
It was written in the 90s. Another good one, Hunter x Hunter, is a really good one. Naruto is a really long one. It took me 15 years to finish it because I watched it when it started to when it was finished 15 years later.
You whooped my ass in the fucking video game.
Yeah,
That's all
I'll do that.
I have a book. I have like a Naruto book
a manga.
that my brother a manga.
Yeah.
Isn't that the porn?
No.
That's
hentai.
Hentai.
Yeah, that's some tentacle shit.
What does that mean translated, hentai?
I have no idea.
Pepe,
Google that shit.
Break your computer by Googling what hentai means.
Evangelion is a sad anime.
Oh, I love sad anime.
Yeah. Anohana.
I love
Anohana is a very short series.
Have you ever seen Big O, motherfucker?
No.
You've never seen Big O? Jesus. Have you guys seen Big O? You guys have seen Big O. Have you seen Gundam Wing?
Have I seen Gundam Wing? Are you serious?
I'm just checking with you, bro.
I've seen Gundam Wing.
Because you said no Big O. It tripped me out a little bit.
All the Toonami ones were great. Dragon Ball, love Dragon Ball. I have little Dragon Ball figures all over my room.
That's like everybody fucked with Dragon Ball.
Danielle doesn't fuck with Dragon Ball.
Well, not Danielle.
But you can watch the Dragon Ball movies, dude. The Dragon Ball Super is the new one that they've done, and the movies are wonderful.
Really?
You can pretty much, there's like 4 story arcs.
Are they looking for the Dragon Balls in every fucking...
No, the Dragon Balls is like not a thing. Case closed is sick.
Okay, the one where they were looking for the Dragon Balls.
Everyone says Dragon Ball Z doesn't count. Why would Dragon Ball Z not count?
Wait,
Dragon Ball Z is incredible. That's the best.
That's the one I'm talking about.
That's the best one.
That's the one I'm talking about.
That's like 15 episodes of Goku just like, trying to do the spirit bomb, and then he fucking misses because it's too mainstream. Okay, I understand that. Super was really good, but Super picks up where Dragon Ball Z left off. Because they did Dragon Ball GT. It's crap.
Okay, so if I was
there's like 4 arcs. The first 2 of them can be summarized is literally the movies came out first and then they expanded on the movie and turned it into a whole arc with basically a bunch of filler. So just watch the Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods.
And I can do this all on Funimation?
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods is the first one, and then Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F Frieza comes back, and then
You fuck with Trunks?
Yeah, I literally have like a
I
Trunks
fuck with
in my
Trunks.
PC case.
I thought Trunks was the sickest one.
Trunks
I don't
is
know why.
awesome.
But now, as I got older, I kind of fuck with Vegeta, dude.
Vegeta's sick. He always he never gets to kill the bad guy. I feel bad for him.
I don't even know who he is. But
Vegeta came to
like I knew who he is
Earth
now.
to kill Kakarot.
Which one's Kakarot,
It's
dog?
Goku. That's
okay.
That's his Saiyan name.
Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah, no, that's
Goku is a bad dad.
That's the Dragon Ball I remember.
I did not
Goku and Vegeta get like about to fight all the time.
Yeah. No, well, in the beginning, they are. He'll say it in.
You fuck with Piccolo?
He'll say, I fuck with Piccolo. Piccolo's not my favorite. Like, whatever. Piccolo's Piccolo. What
about the super fat guy?
Talking about Majin Buu.
Yeah, fool. You fuck with that.
Majin Buu's annoying, dude. He's in Super too, and he's like super annoying. It's weird. They've changed.
Who's the super buff bald dude?
Super buff bald dude?
Broly.
Broly is not bald.
What kind of hair does he have?
He's got like Super Saiyan hair.
Is he jacked?
He is jacked. He's like 8 feet tall.
Jacktville.
Like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, Jacktown.
800 pounds of muscle.
Jacktown with the high tops. He's got like a skirt on and high tops on. Jacked.
Yeah,
leg day.
Broly. Oh no, you're talking about fucking you're talking about not Captain Ginyu. You're talking about what's his name? Pepe. What's his name? It's the bald guy.
Jacked and racked.
It's
Kid
the bald
Buu.
guy. What's his name? Pepe. Nappa. I'm talking about Nappa.
Napa
He's
Valley,
got the
son.
classic Saiyan wing fucking suit on.
Yes,
He's still got his Saiyan tail.
But Jacktville.
Yeah, he's ripped.
But no, I'm talking. There's someone who's like over the top, Mr. Clean on steroids.
No, I think that's Nappa, dude.
I don't know. Napa, jacked and racked. Yo,
What are you talking about this, dude?
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
we're talking about Nappa here.
Okay, who's the other? Who's Broly?
Broly only appears in the movies. Broly is never in.
Then how did I know that name?
Because he's in all the games.
Oh, well, fuck. Yo,
Broly makes Nappa look.
What
like
was the
a
first
little
Dragon Ball Z game? That
fucking
game was
bitch.
fucking.
That is Broly.
Oh, I don't know. Fuck Broly. Fool looks like a fucking pissed off broccoli. Yo, what was the first Dragon Ball Z game?
First Dragon Ball Z game?
Budokai?
Budokai? Yeah, maybe Budokai.
It was like on PS2.
Yeah,
shit was gangster. Budokai was fucking.
Budokai was really good.
That shit got me heavy.
I used to play.
That shit got me mad interested in Dragon Ball Z.
I used to play. So when I was younger, I didn't get along with anybody from my school because my life was centered about music, and I loved Black Dahlia Murder and Necrophagus and Death. And my school, all the kids my age were like, dude, American Idiot is the best record ever. And I'm like, no, it's fucking not.
Yeah.
And I went to a Christian school, and everyone thought I was like a devil worshiper because I fucking liked Black Dahlia Murder. And so I got picked on a lot. Also liked anime. I have three really good friends, Robbie Trepany, and Miguel Talavera and Patrick Dodson, and we were like the token, like fucking nobody fucked with us, and we liked anime, and I just really embraced them as my best friends growing up. And Robbie was like, he literally, this is what we did for years and years and years. He got me into Naruto and so many other things, so many other great things. Yu Yu Hakusho too. He would bring me a DVD of like Naruto, like episodes 1 through 6, first DVD. And I would go home after school, and I would watch the whole thing, and I would bring it back to him the next day, and he would give me the next disc. And we did that for like 6 years.
What?
Every day for like 6 years. And that's how I got through Naruto. And Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho and like super awesome stuff. And I love that anime is like a really popular thing now, and kids don't really have to get picked on for liking it because it's fucking awesome. But Naruto,
dude, I just haven't gotten
speaking
down.
of old video games,
I fucked with Pokemon back in the day.
Yeah, I fuck with Pokemon.
Is that the biggest anime of all time?
Maybe.
Like the heaviest.
I don't know. Naruto is pretty big, dude.
Yeah, okay, but Dragon Ball's in the 3, right? Top 3. Everybody knows what the fuck.
Hey, Jesse.
If you walk around, you're like, yo, Goku. Everybody's like, I know who that is.
Yeah, but if you also say Naruto.
I don't even watch anime. I know Naruto is.
Exactly.
I think it's the top 3 fucking anime people, and I could be wrong. Ash Ketchum, for sure.
Yeah.
Goku,
Yeah.
for sure.
Naruto.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Top 3 anime fools of all time.
100%.
And I don't even watch anime. I just got to, and maybe that gives me the most credible thing because like I don't even watch it, but I'm gonna check I'm gonna get a Funimation. Funimation.
Yeah.
Not Fun Nation.
They got all Dragon Ball, every single
What
Dragon
am I
Ball.
watching? Which one should I watch, dude?
Dude, I think you should watch Yu Yu Hakusho. It's a really good intro.
I'm gonna get down on Yu Yu Hakusho.
It's a really so animes are notorious for having like filler episodes where they're trying to continue the story arc and they're kind of caught. So they throw in some bullshit fucking. It just means nothing. Filler is literally you could watch the whole series and take out all the filler episodes and it would be better without them. But
have you seen Scanner Darkly?
No. Yu Yu Hakusho has no filler. The first 6 episodes are a little slow because it's setting up the story. Stick with it because after that, it's just non-stop story the entire time, non-stop action, like incredible story.
Yu Yu Hakusho. Does it do the anime thing where it's really fucking quiet and like long silences and shit? Because I love that. I love that about anime.
Yeah. So let me tell you, Yusuke just loves to fight. One of my favorite.
Do you prefer Dragon Ball Z in English or Japanese?
In English. Goku is just like sounds like I think he's voiced by a woman in the Japanese one.
Whoa.
Goku is the most annoying
Not
voice
that we got
Japanese
a problem with that. You know? It's just
yeah.
It's just fucking
but and also side note, Frieza from Dragon Ball Z, Frieza's voice is a main character in Yu Yu Hakusho. You'll recognize her voice. Frieza.
Oh yeah.
The person who does her voice is a main character of Yu Yu Hakusho, and you'll recognize the voice right away. Also, the person who did Vegeta is in Yu Yu Hakusho.
I'm gonna check out some Yu Yu Hakusho tonight, dude.
Yeah, one of my favorite things is there's one of my favorite scenes in Yu Yu Hakusho is there's this big this big Dark World tournament, and or it's called the Dark Tournament, and they're forced to go to this tournament and fight Yusuke and his team, and they go through levels of work your way to tournament, and so they get to this one guy, and
is this Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yeah, and he's
don't tell me because I'm gonna watch this.
Okay,
I'm gonna watch this shit. I'm sold. Funnation.com.
Funimation.
Okay, fun in the nation.
Like animation, but Funimation.
Fun in
Funimation.
Fun with your mates.com.
Fun with your mates shin.
Got it. You didn't say your top 5.
Oh, my top 5.
Hey, you did. X-Wing X.
No, in my top 5 it's got to be probably Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball, Full Metal Alchemist. And I want to say
I think it's like Shadow X Shadow or some shit like that.
Oh, Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, great anime. Also, One Piece is really good. One Punch Man is really good. Bleach is really good.
One Piece do Bleach. What about Trigun?
Trigun, insane.
People say Trigun rips.
Yeah, Trigun does rip.
It's sick. Somebody suggested that to me when I told them like, yo, I want to get into this. They're like, yo, honestly, they're like, honestly, Trigun is like just badass.
I think
it's
you
like
should start
badass.
with Yu Yu Hakusho. I think it's
I'm gonna get down with that. Trigun fucks. Yeah.
Trigun definitely fucks chicks.
You DM'd you it, Drew.
I DM'd you it. He direct messaged it to you.
Oh, sorry, I'm a kook. Cory Wells, is there anything else you want to tell your beloved fans for before we get up out of here? I got up at 12.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, if you like, I just put out the music video for Wildfire. We're putting out like 2 more singles before the record drops. I can't tell you when they are, but they're gonna come out before the record drops. And the record is very diverse. I really didn't want to. People really latched on to End of a Good Thing and Walk Away, and I feel like those are kind of very similar songs, and I didn't want to go and rewrite End of a Good Thing 12 times. Wildfire is very different. The record has a couple full band songs, and I feel like every song, with the exception of End of a Good Thing and Walk Away, which are also on the record, are all very also remixed and remastered, and they sound incredible compared to what they sound now. And I think there's a song for everybody, like on the record. I explore these very different avenues. Like one song has banjo and harmonica, and one of them is very, very folky. And then I have, Wildfire has this like very hard, like almost hard. It's like an acoustic hardcore song. And I just really hope that people appreciate that. I really wanted to go down this path of like, when you think of like Led Zeppelin, dude, Led Zeppelin wrote Whole Lotta Love, but they also wrote Stairway to Heaven, and they also wrote Over the Hills and Far Away, an immigrant song, and the Beatles. Like, I didn't want to put out this record of the same song over and over, so I explored all these different avenues of music and genres, and with the help of my producers and my friends, and I think there's a song for everybody, and I really think that I hope people are gonna really like it a lot.
For sure. Well, I want to personally thank you for hitting me up and using my podcast to do this, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's been super fun. You're a good buddy of mine, and I'm so stoked for all your success. And as you keep climbing towards the inevitable top, as you will, we'll have you keep coming on here. And I promise to get online with you and the boys, and we'll play some video games. Jesse, you're more than welcome to come on here whenever you want.
You'll have a lot of fun with Risk of Rain. I'll buy it for you. I don't give a shit. It's $15 and it's 500 megabytes.
Whoa,
it's incredible. Oh, how do I get in this Discord? Message me on Twitter or on Instagram. I'll send you like a link. Half of my friends in the Discord I met through just posting about the Discord, and they're people I've been gaming with for over a year now. They're some of my best friends. Liam,
yeah,
lives in fucking Wales.
Yeah.
And Pepe, you can link it, create an instant invite, put it in chat. Liam is coming with me on like a whole UK tour as like my tour manager.
So sick.
And I didn't know him 2 years ago. And I talk to him every day.
Yeah, the Discord community is super close. If you spend a lot of time.
Yeah, if you like video games or wanted to hop in chat and hang out and talk,
but
whatever.
if you tend to be from the generation who feels more comfortable socializing electronically, which is just typical, and I mean, join the Discord, man. Everybody's talking all the time.
Everybody's really nice except Pepe. He's kind of a dick all the time.
Oh my god, poor Pepe.
You get used to it.
Poor Pepe.
He's a big old sweetheart.
Yeah. Well, fuck, man.
Yeah, thank you guys for...
All right, check out Cory Wells. You got a new record coming out on...
November 15th.
2019. You can pre-order it at...
CoryWellsOfficial.com.
Bam, bam, and bam. I love you guys, and I love you, Cory. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for coming out, guys.
Peace out, yo.